chocolate milk or veg or fruit. So let's say, because fruit has sugar in it. Fruit is the sweet thing, the healthy lolly. So he had to pick between the healthy lolly or the not so healthy lolly. Let's say a strawberry versus a strawberry milkshake. What would he pick?
Okay. So once upon a time, Rodney went for a trip to the shops with his mummy. And the mummy said, for a change today, Rodney, I'm going to let you choose all the things that you're going to have for lunch every day. And you can choose anything you like in this whole shop. Rodney was so excited. He grabbed a hold of the shopping trolley and he drove it straight to the lolly aisle. First he threw in a bag of snakes, then he put in a Toblerone bar, and then he got some Freddos, and then he got some of those strawberry and cream ones, then he got a bag of the party mix, and then he drove down a bit further, he went to the biscuit section and got some biscuits, and then he went and got some chocolate milk, and then he got some fizzy red drink and some Fanta, and he got and don't forget chips. He got all the junk food in the entire shop and shoved it in his trolley. And then he said to Mum, I'm finished. And Mum said, is this what you'd like to have for lunch? And then Rodney nodded. Oh. And then Mum said, well, are you sure this is what you want to eat all week? And then Rodney nodded again. And Mum said, okay. So then she went to the checkout, she paid for it all, they went home. Rodney was so excited. And the next morning, he bounded out of bed, he got straight into his uniform, he went down to have breakfast. Of course, that wasn't part of what he'd got at the shops. What he got at the shops was his lunch. And Mummy made him a nice, lovely, healthy breakfast. And Rodney grabbed his lunchbox, which today was going to be
Snickers.
A Snickers bar for the first break with a can of Coke. And then big lunch was going to be 5 snakes and the Toblerone and red cordial and what else? Magnum ice cream.
Yeah, and that's all.
And that's all.
But that what if his mom actually, when he was asleep, snuck out the stuff and bought healthy stuff?
No, he did. No, the mum actually got to choose. He got to choose, not the mum.
Well, that's what Rodney's choice was. So he ate all these things up, and when he came home, he said to Mum, I don't feel so good. And she said, what's wrong? And he said, Rodney got tummy ache. Rodney's got sore tum-tum. Oh, and my teeth are really starting to hurt as well. And Mum said, oh, okay. And then she said, okay, we'll go and have a bath and get yourself ready for dinner. And come down when you're ready. And Rodney slowly went upstairs. Oh, okay, Mum. And the next day he came downstairs and Mum said, morning, Rodney. What would you like for lunch today? And Rodney said, Mars bar, Toblerone, Fanta for little lunch. And then big lunch was going to be another red cordial, meat pie, and bag of chips, and...
Meat pies are good.
Okay, we'll scrap that. Bag of chips, red cordial, what else?
5 lolly snakes.
5 snakes and the party mix?
Yeah.
Oh, and some sherbet.
Yeah.
And then he ate it all up. And then when he got home from school, he said to Mum, oh, Mum, I feel even worse today. And then before he could do anything else, he had to go running off to the toilet. And not for a number 1, it was for a number 2.
Which is a bird.
He had to go in a heck of a hurry as well, and he just made it in time. Day 3, Rodney came down, and Mum said, what would you like for lunch today, Rodney? And Rodney couldn't take it anymore. His teeth was really sore. His tummy was aching. His bottom was very painful from the explosion which had happened the afternoon before. And he said, Mum, do you have any apples? And Mum said, no, I'm sorry, Rodney. All we've got is this junk food. And Rodney said, I can't take it anymore, Mum. Mum said, well, I'm not going to have a chance to go to the shops till tomorrow. So this time Mummy decided to pack his lunch, and he had biscuits and another Snickers bar and some Milo and some more snacks, some more party mix, some more red cordial. Rodney couldn't face it anymore.
Stop with the red cordial. He's had red cordial every day.
All his teeth were definitely falling out. So then when he got home...
But he couldn't... But he wouldn't eat it the third day.
He definitely wouldn't eat it.
The third day he just chatted to his friends and he didn't even care about the food.
All he had was one bite of the snake's head.
And then So that afternoon, Mummy picked him up from school and they went to the shops. And Mum said, "Okay, Rodney, I'm going to give you another chance. You can get the shopping for Thursday and Friday for the school lunches. Off you go." And so he got the shopping trolley, and this time he thought about heading straight back to the lolly aisle, but his tummy started growling at him. And instead he found himself doing something very strange. Where do you think he went instead?
He went to the pie aisle because they're good for you.
Kind of. But there's probably things that are better for you. Yeah, I think fruit and veg. So what do you think you should get from the fruit and veg department?
Apples?
Chocolate.
Apples, yes. Chocolate, no. I don't agree with chocolate.
Strawberries?
Yes,
No.
I agree with strawberries.
I mean,
Broccoli? Grapes?
Definitely broccoli and grapes.
I mean, do you know what healthy chocolate is, Dad?
Now, Rodney.
Cashews. Cashews is healthy chocolate because they're brown. So, I meant chocolate. Now, if I say chocolate, that means cashews.
Okay. Cashews are okay. Almonds
I
and
like
walnuts are better.
But I
for
like
you.
cashews. Cashews are better.
They're tastier. They're not better for you, though. Well, they do taste nice, but that doesn't mean they're good for you. They're okay for you.
Have you paused the story?
No. This is recording right now.
Now,
One day you're going to listen to yourself saying, "Do we pause the story?" And I'd say, "Eh."
Then how on the line?
Well, that's to symbolise how much noise. See, that was loud because I heard someone saying, "Cough, cough."
Boo!
keep going.
So Rodney changed his view. He changed his whole outlook on life. Whereas it used to be, "I wish I could eat junk food all the time," Rodney learned a very valuable lesson. He learned that you can't just eat garbage. The things that you put inside your body, well, they dictate how your body feels and how it performs. Because all you really have is your body, which moves you around and takes you from A to B, and your mind, which helps you do things and understand things. And by feeding your body good things instead of bad things, well, your body will be a much happier place for you to live. And only you can decide what you put in your body. And for Rodney, the mummy had given him a powerful lesson. She let him decide what to put in his body. And after this experiment, he learned, well, at least by the time he went to the shops and he bought the apples and strawberries and blueberries and carrots and celery sticks and nice healthy bread.
They're the best!
They're the best. So he'd had them for lunch Thursday and Friday. And this time, every day he got home, he felt fantastic. The only thing that didn't feel fantastic was one part of his body. See, in the first 3 days, one part of his body felt fantastic and the rest felt terrible. On the Thursday and the Friday, the rest of his body felt fantastic and one part of his body felt not quite as good. Who can tell me what that one part of the body was?
His bottom,
No.
his tummy,
No. You see, the thing that...
teeth.
Very close. What do you think enjoyed eating lollies and chocolate the whole time? Which part of the mouth? Which part of the mouth?
Jaw.
Teeth,
No, close.
Jaw.
inside the jaw.
Teeth.
No.
Skull.
Tongue. Taste buds.
Correct. The taste buds. The taste buds were high-fiving Rodney on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, but the rest of his body was slapping him and pushing him and pulling his hair. On Thursday and Friday, the taste buds were yelling at him, saying, Rodney, what are you thinking? Feeding me broccoli for lunch. But the rest of his body was saying how proud they were of Rodney. So what Rodney figured was the taste buds sometimes, well, the taste buds are important because they tell us not to eat things that might be rotten.
And
other
they
than
also
that-
tell you that some things are disgusting, and it tells you what you don't like.
Then
Sometimes we have to eat things that we don't like.
filming then.
That's true. I hate broccoli, and I have to eat it.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I had broccoli for dinner tonight.
Look how loud I am.
I had broccoli for dinner, and Rodney has been eating broccoli ever since, and he told his taste buds to zip it, and I'm going to eat it anyway. So taste buds, just have a little relax. And that's the end of another very exciting story for Rodney. We'll see what comes back next time.